4 years ago, a family of 3, Melissa, Tom, and their daughter Ava, vanished on a forest hike. I'm Jake. This weekend, I went back to the same trail to write a follow-up for my blog. Near a blind curve, we spotted a swollen old tree wrapped in pale fungus, like cotton pulled thin and wet. The air tasted sweet, and the bark felt warm through my glove. I said we should mark it and call it in, but the threads seemed to pull toward my hand. Then the fungus shifted, showing a small outline deep in the wood, and I heard a child's voice whisper my name. Before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss new stories. I jerked my hand back and stepped away. Nora, back 2 steps, I said. Luis, give me space. I opened the GPS app, dropped a pin, and named the point. The blue dot snapped over the curve. I read the lat-long aloud while Nora watched the path. Luis lifted his bandana over his face. Tag it and move uphill, he said. The air tasted sugary. I saved the waypoint and waved them up the trail. I held my phone steady and filmed 10 seconds of the trunk and the white threads. Okay, that's enough, Nora said. I hit dial. County Dispatch, Sonia speaking. Hi, this is Jake Mercer. We're on Ridge Loop near the mile 3 marker, I said. I read the coordinates and added, blind curve with a rotted log on the inside bend, 20 yards past a fallen sign. Copy, Sonia replied. Any injuries? No. We established distance and gloves. We turned and watched the threads lose their reach and settle against the bark. It eased when we moved, Nora noted. Sonia patched another voice through. Ranger Reed here. Who's primary on scene? Jake Mercer, I said. We're on Ridge Loop, mile 3. All right, Jake, Reed said. I need clear photos, precise GPS, and a marked perimeter. Stay uphill and upwind. No touching, no scraping, no samples. Copy, I said. Nora lifted the camera. Wide and close? She asked. Yes, Reed replied. Include a scale, glove, or flagging. Text everything to this number. I'm en route. Understood, I said. I pulled orange flagging from my pack and tied strips to saplings in a wide loop. Time is 2:18, Nora said, writing in her notebook. Log it, I replied. The whisper came again from the curve, soft and short. Jake, it said. Luis raised his hand. I heard that. I opened the voice recorder and held my phone toward the wind. The sound came once more. I tapped save and named the file, then tightened the loop wider. Derek and Maya rounded the bend with day packs swinging. I threw up a hand. Stop there, I called. They halted at the stones. Trail's closed ahead, I said. Why? We're on a schedule, Derek answered. Nora pointed downhill. Unknown growth on a tree. Rangers on the way. Please wait uphill with us. Maya glanced at the white threads and backed up. Is it toxic? We're not taking chances, Luis said. Masks if you have them. Keep distance from the curve. Luis hauled fist-sized stones and set a clear line across the track. Make it obvious, he said. Nora pulled a marker and a scrap of cardboard from her pack. She wrote in big letters, Do not approach. Health hazard. Ranger en route. She taped it to a trekking pole and planted it beside the rocks. My phone buzzed. Read. ETA 40 minutes. Hold uphill. Keep 10 meters minimum. Do not disturb site, I replied. Copy. Perimeter set. 5 people total. He sent another. Keep facing breeze. No eating or drinking. Log any changes. If anyone feels off, move farther uphill. Got it, I wrote. We hiked back to the junction sign by the creek. 2 runners, Caleb and Nina, came fast from the lot with earbuds in. I waved both arms until they slowed. Keep moving past the next bend, I said. Ranger on scene ahead. Don't stop or touch anything on the inside curve. Caleb pulled a butt out. Hazard? Unknown growth, Nora said. Use the outer edge and keep your pace. They nodded, bumped elbows with each other, and jogged on. Ranger Reed and EMT Karen rolled up in a green pickup and killed the engine. Reed stepped out with a respirator and a hard case. Masks on and snug, he said, checking our straps one by one. Karen scanned our faces. Any burning, cough, or dizziness? None, Luis answered. Reed pointed downhill. Walk me to your tape line. We led them to the flagged loop. He stopped at 10 meters. "Hold here, I'll take point." Reed took my phone, cupped the screen, and played my clip twice. "What time did this start?" he asked. 2:13, I said. "You were where?" "Uphill, facing the wind." "Any contact besides the glove?" "No." "Any voices?" Karen asked. "We heard a child say my name," Louise said. Reed handed the phone back. "Text that file to this number. I need it for the incident report and evidence log." Karen bagged my glove as controlled evidence. Karen opened a small kit, poured sterile water over my glove, and collected the runoff. Reed marked measurements around the growth carefully. He called forestry and expanded exclusion zone. We gave statements at Reed's truck together. At the pullout, Reed waved us over. We went through the timeline, waypoint, photos, audio, glove contact. Kim arrived with Alvarez and Dr. Patel. A forestry truck pulled in. "Supervisor Kim," she said to Reed. Alvarez unloaded gear. Dr. Patel, in a respirator, introduced herself as the mycologist. "Where's our line?" 50 meters. Wind from the west." "Good," Kim said. "Let's set barriers and clean entry." Kim assigned roles and briefed access limits. Alvarez built decon and posted instructions. Dr. Patel assembled an air sampler on a tripod and checked its calibration. Kim lifted her radio. "Dispatch, Supervisor Kim. Pause invasive work. Request forensic consult for potential foreign object in trunk. Do not touch it," Patel warned. "Withdraw slowly," Kim added. "We're stopping here." Reed secured opening and posted a guard. Reed photographed the drill site and noted the time. Alvarez sealed the hole with gauze and tape. Reed placed a marker flag and moved Karen to the inner perimeter. News vans rolled up near the lot as a deputy unloaded sawhorses. Sheriff Martin walked the edge of the spur and designated a press area. A breeze shifted, intensifying the smell. "Sweet, almost antiseptic," I noted. Karen monitored reactions. "Any irritation?" "None," we answered. She logged the report. That afternoon, Patel returned with samples and charts. "Deposition suggests active release. Suspend drilling until dispersal is modeled," she told Kim. "No drilling," Kim confirmed and relayed the order via radio. Patel planned new tests. "We'll sample again at varied heights and times." Patel and Alvarez set new traps, some at chest level, others lower. She labeled everything and synced timers. "Heavier deposition in the previously marked zone," she noted. Reed logged placements and reinforced no crossing the inner line. Martin instructed Alvarez to raise the light tower at dusk. After sunset, generators hummed steadily. Reed and Lila patrolled with flashlights. Under the canopy, I monitored audio levels. I labeled recordings by hour and location. Ridge Loop Outer Line, East Cone, 2,000, 200. Each hour, I swapped cards, marked wind direction, and sealed the bags. Around 10, a woman arrived coughing. "Just a tickle," she said. Karen guided her to the tailgate and checked vitals. "Oxygen 97, pulse 82. She gave her water. "Any sweet taste?" "Maybe a little." Karen noted it. "I recommend you head out early and monitor overnight." At dawn, Reed gathered the team. Masks sealed, upwind only. No tape crossing without clearance. A whisper returned, and audio boosted again. A faint voice rose from the bend. "Increase input," Reed said. Alvarez advanced 3 more turns. A round glass surface, dulled by a thin coating, flashed our lights. "Camera lens," Dr. Patel said. Reed held a scale beside it. "Photo," Kim said. I took stills and a 5-second clip while Patel described it. "Compact digital, embedded within core material, coated with white residue." Alvarez slid it gently into a padded tray. "Evidence bag. Item A," Reed said, writing the code and signing. A wedding ring emerged from the core undefined. Alvarez reached in with forceps and probed the remaining plug. "Careful," Kim warned. He lifted something small and gold between the tips. "Ring," he said. Dr. Patel pointed to the inside. "Inscription present." Reed photographed it and read aloud. M&T 2016. He placed it in a clean vial and capped it. Item B, gold wedding ring. I zoomed as he sealed the evidence tape and completed the chain label beside the time. Patel identified fibers and Reed logged remains. "Undefined, doctor." Patel leaned over the open sleeve. "Fibrous material present," she said. She pointed with a sterile swab. Strands interlaced with fungal threads. Reed nodded. Logging partial remains, mycelium threaded. Kim steadied the camera while Patel cut a tiny sample and dropped it into a labeled tube. "Tissue sample 1, she said, sealing it twice. Karen stood ready. "Any odor change?" "No," Reed said. "Proceed to bag core residue." Alvarez closed the sleeve carefully. At the incident command trailer, Dr. Patel brought printouts and a tablet. "Results are back from the field lab," she said. "Kim," gathered us around. "Say that on camera," Kim added. Patel faced the lens. "DNA profiles from tissue match Melissa Harper, Tom Harper, and Ava Harper." Martin folded his arms. "You're certain?" "Confirmed by duplicate runs," she said. Reed wrote "match confirmed" on the board and underlined the time for the official log. Patel explained the parasitic mechanism. Clearly, today undefined, Dr. Patel addressed the group and the recorder. "This organism behaves as a parasitic fungus," she said. "It releases spores that immobilize exposed hosts. It then grows around them and incorporates them into the cambium layers." Alvarez held up the core tube. "Encasement explains the swelling." "Yes," she replied. "It appears host material becomes threaded with mycelium over time." Martin asked, "Is it localized?" "Current evidence shows activity limited to the single tree," Patel said. "Closures extended. As team wrapped operations, carefully undefined, Kim stood by the map. The single swollen tree accounts for the disappearance," she said. Martin turned to the press line. "We're extending closures to all ridge loop access until remediation." He lowered the mic and faced us. "Reed, demob plan. Reed handed out decontamination sheets. Bag PPE, rinse at decon, scrub boots, log disposal." He thanked each person by name and pointed to bins. "Drop evidence copies with Kim, then clear the site." I published and scheduled Patel follow-up interview undefined. Back at my car, I posted an update. "County confirms identities and mechanism at Ridge Loop," I wrote. I embedded a permitted still of the core tube and the evidence log. I archived all files to 2 drives and a cloud folder. "Interview tomorrow?" I texted Patel. She replied, "Yes, 10 a.m., forestry office." I set a calendar invite, synced my recorder, and locked the cases. "We'll handle comments in the morning," I told Mark.